this video, we'll be discussing about how to understand the color in blue sapphire. It's quite an important decision if you're buying, let's say, blue sapphire for your engagement ring, or if you're buying blue stones just for investment, or let's just assume you might be a wholesaler of blue sapphires. It can be quite a challenging task, and in fact, it's very difficult. Even the most professional people in this industry are still quite subject to change and subject to very different opinions each time they see the same stone. So this video will shortly describe the three different very common colors in blue sapphires that you'll see, and how much and what they're worth. All these three are 4-carat stones in front of you. The one on the right over here is very good color. It's a top color in blue sapphires, almost known as the cornflower color, whereas the one in the center is closer towards the medium good color of blue sapphire, and it's quite pleasant and open to in its own ways. It also has this extension in this piece, as you can see, so that's an important factor. Whereas on the piece on the right, you can see that at least half the piece is blue, whereas this one might be a little darker on this end, at least at this angle. But this piece, you can clearly see that the only really dark shades are just like a few areas here, whereas this part right here at the bottom is quite dark. That's a very important factor. And this piece on the extreme left, you can clearly see that this piece is quite dark, very dark, almost like the royal blue, but just a little bit more, I don't want to say it, but it's greenish, and that's the truth. So greenish pieces like the one over here are not as valuable as the ones on the extreme right, which is very close to the cornflower color. What we, even like wholesalers or manufacturers, do is, or at least what I do is I keep a little paper with the cornflower color in front of me all the time. This is, even when I'm buying the stones, even when I'm selling, no matter what I'm doing, I always have this in front of me. So this is one of the best ways to really compare the color, because cornflower color is known as the top color in our industry, very much preferred in the United States, in Europe, and places like Japan, but also the darker color like this one. The only difference is that people in England, for example, like this color because, you know, of obvious reasons. The princess who wore the really dark royal blue ring, which came from Ceylon. But this one is a little greenish, and that is a very big factor, because when you see it face up, you clearly see that it has some greenish tones to it, and that does not increase the value. Whereas the centerpiece is just blue. It's, at least, does not have any component of green, or even sometimes a little purplish or violetish that is available in tanzanite. So this is one really good way to understand color, and you can clearly distinguish the three different stones, which obviously go from 1, 2, and 3 in chronological order of pricing. The first one is obviously, you know, from $500 to $700 a carat, wholesale. Whereas this, I'm not talking about 4 carat, by the way. I'm talking probably like 2 or 3 carats. And if you talk about 4 carats, it's probably $1,000 plus. Now the one in the center is probably around $2,000 to $2,500 a carat for a 4-carat stone, and the one on the right, these pieces can well go up to really high prices, because this is, even though this piece is quite brilliant color, it's still as you can see, the other half is still quite, you know, towards the darkish area. So the piece is completely blue, which obviously we have a large collection of them. They can go up to like $10,000 a carat, you know, for like top unheated 5-carat, 6-carat pieces, pure blue and cornflower, or just royal blue. So, well, I hope this tutorial helped you guys understand what color is all about in sapphires, and we'll be coming up with more videos. So keep watching our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.